Hi, I'm Miss Benisaki and this is Miss Massel. We are on vacation in Hawaii.
3D shapes are everywhere. Check out this sandcastle we just built using 3D shapes.
Before we move on to 3D shapes, let's have a reminder about 2D shapes.
This is a square. It has 4 equal sides and 4 vertices. Remember, vertices are like the corners.
Remember, 3D shapes are something that you can hold on to. And 2D shapes are flat, like a piece of paper.
Now let's get surfing into our math lesson.
Shapes can be sorted by attributes. Attributes are how we describe things.
If I was going to describe Miss B, I might say that she has brown hair, hazel eyes, and is 5 foot 5 inches, taller than me. Shapes can also be described using attributes.
For example, this rectangular prism can be described by its attributes. Its faces, edges, and vertices.
Now, pause the video to find a 3D object in your home, like this one. For example, a Kleenex box. Now, go! Now that you have your rectangular prism, let's count edges, faces, and vertices. Start at the top and go to the bottom so you don't lose count. Alright, so for the faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should have 6 faces. Edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you should have 12 edges. And the vertices, remember those are the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you should have 8 vertices.
Alright, this is what you've learned so far today. 3D shapes are
Everywhere!
Shapes can be sorted according to their attributes.
Okay, grade 5s, please continue watching. Grade 4s, get started on your homework assignment for tonight. Don't be afraid to ask your parents or siblings for help, or you can rewatch the video.
Alright, grade 5s, let's review some 2D shapes. Here is a triangle,
A square,
a rectangle,
circle.
and a pentagon.
2D shapes have sides and vertices. When the lines meet, they intersect.
If Miss Massel and I use our hands to make a shape, where our hands intersect is where you would have a vertex.
Now that you have an understanding of what intersecting lines and a vertex are, let's move on to parallel lines.
When you think of something that is parallel, think of 2 lines that are side by side. If Miss Massel and I turn toward each other, we are parallel. We are side by side. However, we never meet. If we were to meet, we are no longer parallel lines. We must stay apart.
For example, train tracks have 2 rails that never cross and are an equal distance apart.
Here is a real-world example of parallel lines. Lines on a road.
So parallel lines are 2 lines that never meet and are always the same distance apart.
Here are shapes that have 2 sets of parallel lines each. We use small arrows to show parallel lines.
The top and the bottom of the shapes are parallel, and so are the sides.
We use different types of arrows to show the sides that are parallel. For example, we use one arrow to show one set and a double arrow to show another set.
Speaking of parallel lines, Ms. Benisaki, I have a joke for you. Parallel lines have so much in common that it's a shame that they'll never meet.
Oh, that's such a good one, Mrs. Massel.
I know! Now we have covered parallel lines. Let's show you what to do when you have lines that are equal lengths.
You need to use something called hatch marks.
These are little ticks that you use to show equal lengths. Here is an example.
We use one hatch mark for one set of equal lengths and 2 hatch marks to show the other set of equal lengths.
For example, on the rectangle, the top and the bottom have 2 hatch marks on it to show that they are of equal lengths. The sides, however, have 1 hatch mark on to show that they are of equal lengths. Because the top and bottom and the sides are different, they need to have different hatch marks on them.
Now look at the square. It has 4 hatch marks, all 1 on each side. That is because the square has 4 equal sides. We use 1 hatch mark per side to show that they are each of equal length.
So here's what you have learned today. Attributes are the way you describe a shape.
When lines intersect, they come together.
A vertex is like a corner of a 2D shape or 3D object.
Parallel lines never meet and are always the same distance apart.
We use hatch marks to show equal lengths on a 2D shape.
We use arrows to show parallel lines.
Now, grade 5s, get started on your homework assignment. Thanks for watching.
We are just hopping on our flight back to Alberta. See you tomorrow.
Bye.